Hi guys! Today for dinner I'm making chicken and gourd, so let's get started with the ingredients. Today I'll be using boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Next is 1 bottled gourd, or in my case, almost 1. And a very important ingredient for this dish is lemongrass. And then we have a handful of cilantro. This isn't a very big dish, so I'm using about 1 shallot, 4 garlic, or 4 garlic cloves, and 1 thick slice of ginger. I peel the ginger, garlic, and shallots. As for the lemongrass, I'm slicing away the first half of it, or the first portion of it, roughly chopping it to go with the ginger, garlic, shallots, and tying the other end into a knot. Take the peeled ginger, garlic, shallot, and chopped lemongrass, turn it all into a fine chop, using whatever method you're comfortable with. As for the gourd, I'm slicing these into rings and chopping them into bite-sized pieces. I give these another wash and put aside. Now that the veggies and herbs are all prepped, it's time for the chicken. I'm using just about 3 pieces for today. The beauty of this dish is you can use just about any kind of chicken. So sometimes we use chicken with bones, a whole chicken, or chicken breast. I'm cutting these into bite-sized pieces so that they can cook faster. At this point, I like to give my chicken another rinse. And now everything is prepped and it's time to cook. On medium heat, I add some oil into a medium pot. Then I add the chopped ginger, garlic, shallot, and lemongrass mix. As usual, I add some turmeric powder, which I love, especially this one because it was made homemade by my family back home. And then for some more color, chili powder. And saute these until they're fragrant. Or if you start to sneeze, it means you're good to go. Now add the chicken. Make sure all the pieces are evenly coated. Cook this until meat is no longer pink. At this point, you'll start to see the oil separating from the meat. Throw in the lemongrass. It's now smelling really good thanks to that lemongrass. Next, let's add some water and close the lid and cook the chicken for another 15 minutes. How much water I add really depends on how much chicken I'm using. Usually I like to add just until it covers the chicken. After 15 minutes, I check on the chicken. It's looking good. The broth is still there, so now it's time to add some seasoning. My usual, a little bit of mushroom seasoning. And if you're wondering what this mushroom seasoning is or what brand, I'll show you. This is what it looks like. Next, I'm adding a little bit of fish sauce. In goes the chopped gourd. The great thing about gourd is it acts like a sponge and it will soak up all the flavors of this soup. I'm adding a tiny bit more water before I close the lid and cook for another 15 minutes. I check on this every now and then to make sure that the water hasn't dried out, adding a little bit of water here and there as needed. At this stage, I like to taste it, and mine needed just a tiny bit of salt. And for the finishing touch, add a heap amount of cilantro. The dish is done, time to take it off the heat. Personally, I just call this dish chicken and gourd, but I believe this is also formally known as bachelor's chicken. It's a simple and foolproof kind of dish that you can just whip up to eat with rice. And this concludes the end of this recipe. Stick around for the eating if you're interested, but if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!